Yeah, what's going on? I'm gonna be doing some work, so don't mind me. What's going on with you guys though? I know it's late over there. It's only 2 p.m. over here. It's Sunday here. Just chipping away, chipping away. What's going on, guys? Seal, Kava, Winter, Guy, June. It's a Buki's theme from Second Impact. I just came from the gym, so right now I'm just putting some time in. It's Sunday for me, as I said. It's Saturday for you, or depending on where you guys are at. But yeah, I just came from the gym, and now just wanted to get some leeway. Because this is going to take me a long time, so that's why I'm trying to get started on it. Oh, you in Mexico? You said it's 11:25? Okay. Oh, you in Texas? That's what's up. Hopefully you guys had a good day today and took care of business. But it's still the weekend. Hopefully you guys didn't work on the weekend. The weekends mostly when I try to get stuff done. Usually when I do any other day, because I work during the week, as most of us I assume. So I try to get a lot of stuff done on the weekend so I can make a video like sooner than later, which are basically just progress reports. But yeah, there we go. You said you remind me to Street Fighter X Second Ibuki colors. I apply her as Strider. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that too, of course. I used to main her in Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Funny enough, I used her with Steve Fox. So I'm way more familiar with Ibuki than I am Makoto. This past few months I've been playing Makoto and just studying her, right? But I didn't ever play her like that. Until now, of course. But I played Ibuki all this time, so she's definitely gonna be fun. Trying to incorporate all her moves, especially as I have limited sprites, I have to try to make it work with what's available, but it should be fun though. Yeah, Drew said that's everybody, yeah. He said, why play Rick Stroud? Yeah, Rick Stroud is there already. It's just that with these other characters, you know, I have to like, because of, I mean, let's just say it takes a while to, you know, acquire all the resources and everything. Most of the time, I'm just living a normal life like we all are, right? And I basically go to work to have my budget for this passion work stuff. So it's like sometimes it's, you know, just be on that work grind so I could, you know, have fun with this on the side. And then of course we could do more stuff. But yeah, I got Rick Stroud, man. We had all the boxers at one point. I'm a heavy D fan as well. Don't worry about none of that. For me, literally, it's like, it's better for me to wait and do my favorite characters last, because as I learn more, then I get to apply all that I've learned. But yeah, that's as far as me, that's pretty much all I do is work, like school stuff, and this. and go out and everything. I know I haven't been like showing videos of going out because for me, for the most part, like for the first few years, I just want to live and not be like on my phone like that. Like a lot of times when we go to places, I have it in my mind to bring my camera and record and everything, but then it's just like, man, I just want to experience this, let us just experience life first and then record it later. Because, excuse me, I always say that as a content creator, like I always put my life first no matter what. Because it's good to live life, man. Because it definitely does just pass us by. Time just moving. Yeah, let me see. You said, what are your thoughts about the community of this games preferring colorful stages? At least for me, stages from ones like SVC Chaos are more appealing. You're asking me for stages about what in particular? Like, what do I think about colorful stages? I think that the stages, it depends on what you're going for. If you're talking about for like a game or project or something, like everything should match your aesthetic. But as far as like what game it could be from, it really depends, because that's definitely a good thing to look at. You should be looking at color because that does affect a lot. But it's like, it's just however you put it together. That's why I don't want to say it because there's literally no limit to how one could do it. Yeah, of course, hopefully everyone is out there, doing their best in life, because obviously that comes before anything else. Whether it's your job, career, school. Good luck to everybody. But yeah, just to say, I'm on the same thing. Like, this stuff is a luxury, Who was my favorite boss? Dang. That's a tough one. It's like, what series? So many games. Yeah, that's a tough one. We talking fighting games or RPGs? Yes, she applied various target combos. I never started Street Fighter 3 sprites. Now that I studied their blue and purple shading properties, it feels so hard to do. Yeah, Street Fighter 3. Yeah, man, I'm gonna need some stuff for her eventually too. Like, she doesn't have a run, so I'm gonna have to get that done. But yeah, this character is so dope. I loved her in those games. But there's guides you could look at, I'm sure. And if anything is hard to do, just try it. Like, test out. Like, create something for practice. But here's the thing: if you create something for practice that we could use, there we go. We just got like more stuff to use too. After I finish updating her sprites, then I'll start looking at like getting new stuff. But this is gonna take a while because this character has so many sprites because of that little hair movement. The hair movement is just like extra. Just look at that, just for her hair moving. She has all these extra sprites just for that flow. But the end result is gonna be sick though. So at least look forward to that. Every time you guys see me doing this, just know that I'm thinking like how the end result is gonna look. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh damn it, messed up. But yeah, that is what motivates me. Like damn, this is going to look sick. Like after this is done, damn, because this character has a lot of, okay, so you see like how, look at how her hands are open right here. Then she has this gauntlet, whatever, then more open space, then an armband, then more open space, and then her top, whatever. But she has a lot of sections that could be their own color. That's why all these colors right here, because her separation is gonna be a big one. And I'm gonna make a whole ninja squad. The Bushin Ryu with the Buki. I'm about to give her that shuriken and all of that stuff. The freaking a toad. But first I must get through this part, because this part is like, man, I dread this part. Like, I mean, it's cool, you know, but it's like, it's time consuming. Like, you gotta understand, like, I want to design the characters and do the moves and all the cool combos and all of that, but then it's like, damn, like, this has to be done, and I can't just keep putting it off. So I just like gotta suck it up. It's not all gonna be fun and games. Oh damn it. Because of course, like anything, there's some things I don't like to do that I do it because it's part of it. It's part of what makes this so awesome. Because no one else is gonna do this. That's why I be doing it. Because you gotta do some stuff that no one else is gonna do. You said your favorite boss is Chrysalid? Cool, that's dope. You said I want Elena? I'll get to Elena eventually. You said the good thing here is the chains, CPS3 shading, yep. Oh, that's what's up. You're still working on a show? That's dope. Yeah, he's working on a CVS show for you guys, by the way. But yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. For you guys who don't know, we're talking about sprites. I'm basically changing the shading, like the source. Look at like these little light sources on her buttocks right here. These two light ovals, and also these extra shades that are on the pants, and all these extra shadows that we don't need. That's what I'm using this tool for, to rearrange. You see all these colors in this line right here? I have it set up to where I'm just like rearranging all of those, and then the result of the combination that I created gets us this type of look that's more close, you know, closer to CVS type of look. But I had to go through and like try to match up every color perfectly to create this type of design that I'm trying to get. Because you want to keep all the detail, as much detail as possible. You're just removing the extra, literally the extra. All these extra light and shadow. Oops. Yeah, but we're gonna try to get all the Street Fighter 3 characters, so that's gonna be a journey. CPS 3 characters in general, because for those who know, you know him as Kenji, Mokoro, however you like to pronounce it. The ninja from Warzone, Red Earth. Those characters like Tessa, Leo, Myling. Those characters are the same as this CPS3. So they're gonna look interesting as well, because no one really does anything with those characters. So eventually we're gonna get our hands on them. But as I was saying, I already did do that with Kenji already, and he looks dope. He looks dope. I reduced his colors like this. Because then it's like, man, you're gonna be able to go crazy with creating colors or anything. You know, I always say it would be sick if somehow we could get a color edit mode in the game. Man, wouldn't that be crazy? Because I don't know about you guys, but I spent hours on color edit modes. Golly. Just like at one point creating a custom color for all the characters on the roster. I don't even play them, but I'm still creating custom colors. Those signature colors like you just saw in that last video, Dragonfire. I like to create custom stuff like that as well, so that's gonna be dope. Just the whole thought of being able to create your custom colors, have your custom team of whatever, you know, combination you want to have, and it's gonna be wild. And like all of that together is just, man, it sounds incredible. So that's how I could sit here and do this monotonous freaking stuff, because I just be thinking about that. That's just what's on my mind. Hold on, let me see here. You said I use Photoshop for this kind of stuff. Color replacement is a huge job on its own. Yeah, you can use Photoshop, GIMP. You can use whatever program you're proficient with, right? I just used like this one because I'm more familiar with it. What's going on, Nate? Chris Harris. What's up, Bob Rov? What's going on? Yeah, Ginzu. Yeah, I'm using Fighter Factor. Yeah, Michael. Oh yeah, that Kenji, yeah. Nah, not from Bloody Roar. Kenji, the dude from, let me show you, watch. Let me just put it down here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. This guy. This one. Oops. Yeah, let me see. I think I made a mock-up color. I don't know if I saved it. Let's see. Hey, there we go. Check it out. Look at this. This shit looks dope. All I have to do is go through and now do the actual separation part, but I reduce his colors to make him look, you know, like a closer to a CBS character. But I also wanted to keep some of his extra detail because it's dope. But anyways, my version of this character is freaking fire. This dude has a freaking cannon, like as a normal. And he can rip your heart out. And he has a freaking giant sickle. But wait, hold on. This dude got that. Freaking look at all these kicks, and he's like, kind of look at this, like with the Bunshin, like the guy Bushin Ryu punch right here. Look at that. What? Look at this. With the guy, he got little elements of everything in him. That's why this character is freaking sick AF. People just don't know about him like that. Look at this dude who pulls out a cannon and that chain sickle. He has all the kicks and everything. Look at this. That's freaking Kim's kick right there. Look at that. Bam! That's the Makoto kick. She got that too, Saruki. And then he has that dive kick too. But this dude having the cannon like this, like on some Contra, just aiming down. I think that's so sick. This dude has some tight weapons. And because he's never had a level 3, got the Tatsumaki, got this cool sword sheath move. Look at this guy. With the Virgil-esque coolness and a freaking teleport. The freaking jutsu that this guy's about to be doing. I'm telling you, man, I'm about to make this character freaking You've never seen a character as sick as this one. I'm telling you. But I'll try not to get too distracted because, you know, I'll try to finish the one thing I'm working on at a time so I can actually make progress. But yes, that one. I was wondering why there is no Capcom X SNK3 full soundtrack on YouTube. There is no Capcom vs. X SNK3. Where is there a Capcom X SNK3? Yeah. Yeah, that dude is dope. That character is so sick. You said the program I use comes with the color editing plugin that allows you to change the color of a character without doing sprite by sprite. But mine don't have flat colors, so that is okay. Yeah, yeah. I like doing it manually though, so I could be more thorough. It's like I like it, but I don't like it. You know, it's like I don't want to do it, even though it looks cool after it's done. Anybody working on anything right now? Oh, I gotta fix those. Yeah, but for you guys who are new, this is what I do. Like before, in between those videos, this is what I be doing. What's going on? So yeah, he uses a lot of frames, including the details on the weapons. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he has a lot of cool stuff. How did you export every frame but for the games? Well, there's plenty of tools out there to rip sprites and things like that. It really depends on how you want to do it. Has anyone heard about Akatsuki Blitzkampf? I know what that is. You know, I just saw somebody make an SDK version of that character. I think they just released it, so you could check it out. So the main character of that series that you're talking about, with the guy, and the enemies are Russian or something like that, or like Nazis, whatever. That fighting game that is with those characters in it. Someone just made a SNK version of the main character. I don't know I think the main character is that name. I'm trying not to say it because I know I'm pronouncing it wrong. But someone just made a character, that character in SNK style though. Hey, that's what's up, doing homework, man. That's what everybody should be doing if you have it. For real, sometimes I have to stop myself because I get carried away and I want to work on stuff like this or do other things like watch anime or whatever, watch Jujutsu Kaisen. But then it's like, damn, I gotta not put my homework on the side. I gotta get it done first. So definitely, that's good. That's cool, man. Staying on top of that. It can be tough because there is a lot of distractions out there. If you let yourself get distracted, but we gotta stay focused, man. You gotta stay focused no matter what. Oopsies. What's going on, Strong FS? What's my favorite 2D fighting game? Street Fighter, of course. Yeah, I gotta give it to Street Fighter. Man. I hate this one, but actually, I guess. Excuse me, I'm like, when the lines get smaller, I'm like trying to focus. I just went into concentrate mode for a second. Alright, yeah, Kenji has a sickle like MK11 of New Cybob, yeah. This dude he has all these weapons. He has freaking kunai, and he freaking shoots fire. He has like a wind attack. Like, this guy has everything. He has a lot of sprites that are not really utilized in that game, like to the max potential that they could be. So I could definitely go crazy with this guy's with his moveset. Man, it's gonna be insane. And it's like, so cleaning up the sprites is like the worst part about CPS3 sprites, but it's like you have a lot more to work with. So in this comparison, it's like, for anyone knows, it's like compare freaking Charlie Street Fighter Alpha animation to like a CPS3 character. And so it's like for characters who are missing moves, because essentially, like I told you guys, is like if a character has like a smaller moveset, then I'm gonna make up for that, missing moveset, so that every character to be, like have a decent sized moveset. Especially at least for super moves, because there's like so many games where characters don't have level 3s or something, for example. And I always disliked that so much. Where only certain characters have all the moves and some characters have none. So that was definitely something that I had to change real quick. And I usually there's like a lot of like resource out there. Like, for example, I mean, it depends on the character, where they've been. But a lot of people don't know about, for example, Street Fighter 4 Omega mode. So many people don't know that exists. So I got a lot of stuff from there too. Just as an example of stuff, like things to pull from. But if there's absolutely nothing that exists, then yeah, I'm gonna just make it up. You said finally you could be on the stream? Yeah, man, it's like, for me, like, I really haven't adjusted yet. Despite being here for like, which is crazy. It's like about to be over a year. Yeah, soon. Actually no, yeah, it already has been a year. It's like a little bit over a year, yeah, but it doesn't even feel like it's still it still feels crazy. Like I'm waking up every morning, getting on the train with all these Japanese people. And of course, I'm just the one. So, I mean, for me, I don't care about race. So, that's never anything that has bothered me. But obviously, I know other people notice. So, and they let me know with their eyes. But it doesn't bother me. That's like the one thing that doesn't bother me that people would think that could possibly bother you. Is like you're worried about being, well, like an irregular ethnicity. I'm just saying black. Like that is pretty irregular. I feel like Caucasian people, white people are pretty normal. But anything else is gonna be kind of new to them. So, but I feel great. I look at it as a positive thing, definitely. And I'm always trying to embrace the values and that they have here, and their rules and everything. So just being respectful of that is always cool. And then just being open to learning more about, like, dude, every single time I'm like, man, I'm like in a new country. I know that's probably not special for a lot of people who are more traveled, but for me, someone who has never like been to another country, like this was always a dream of mine. So I was like, damn, I'm like low-key living a dream. Well, I am, because I always wanted to come here. And I never thought that I would come here as soon as I did, I guess, just because of the way work was going and everything. But I had the opportunity to get here, and then boom, man, it's just crazy. I still, as I said, I still just cannot believe it. But yeah, just like being in another country, man, everybody needs to experience that. That is a game changer. Like wherever you are in your life, maybe you're not like necessarily happy with the way things are going now, but I would say don't give up and freaking travel. Like if all else fails, man, freaking travel. You're gonna see how amazing of an experience you're gonna have, like being somewhere else, like completely new to you. It's not scary. I get by with my broken Japanese, There's enough English. More than you would think, actually. But still, I still don't want to completely rely on that, I still want to actually make an effort to learn more about the place that I'm living in. Yeah, but I could just keep on going on about that, but that's been such an experience. You say you're sketching? That's dope. Third Strike, the theme is from Third Strike. Now I want to mod Urian to make him throw out donuts. You could do that. It's normal. Colors when they are very tight, it's tedious to do. Yeah. All right, I'll see you later. You're gonna work hard on show. That's what's up. SVC Chaos 2. What would you want? What do you want to see in an SVC Chaos 2? Do I miss my old country? Hell no. Man, what could I... You said, man, and what about it? You already learned Japanese? No, I'm still learning it. Japanese is I don't know. I don't know if I want to say complex, but it's a very, like, there's like so many different types of their grammar. There's so many dialects. And then it's like, there's like proficiency levels. But studying Japanese is like a whole other thing. Like I have to mix it in with doing this stuff too. So that could be troublesome. Man, but hopefully you travel, man. I'm telling you, you need to do that. If you ever get depressed and you can afford it, go on a trip somewhere, even if for a few days. Like, I implore more people to do things like that. Like, just get up and go and do something that you probably never would have done before. Oh, dang it. What? Yes, I cannot wait to get done with this. I just want to work on the gameplay right now, but it's gonna look, it's gonna look, damn, this is about to look crazy. And of course, I gotta make some dual assaults for Makoto X Ibuki. That's what I'm thinking about as well. First thing I'm gonna do is recreate that special intro, of course. Or you try learning Japanese. That's what's up. The hard thing in Japanese is the kanji. You can learn hiragana and katakana in 1 week, but when I saw kanji, I say nope. Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's like it feels like there's so many types of Japanese because so many people speak it differently, and it depends on the era that they were born. For example, you know, like anime Japanese is not like the type of Japanese that people use in normal everyday conversation. It's more of like, it's like their version of slang almost. And it's slang because, I mean, I think the Japanese way is exaggeration, but like that type of, the form of the language is because they're trying to exaggerate or put emphasis on, you know, different types of emotions and things like that in anime, so it makes sense. But yeah, for me it's just like, because you have to, when you're learning that, you have to fully commit to it. And I'm juggling that and this and other things that I have to commit to. They're talking about like outside of work stuff, because learning the language is like outside of work. So making time for everything, you know, is the challenge. I'm gonna have to go out and explore some more and, you know, update that series. There's another thing is like, sometimes I don't always bring the camera with me because I learned that there's a lot of places that you cannot record in. It's definitely not like the States where you could just record everywhere. You don't have the, I mean, obviously the rules are different. But in a lot of the arcades, yeah, they don't like cameras. And I go to a lot of arcades. I've gone to like a lot of them. But I would still like to capture the ones that allow it though. It would be cool. So you can see how it is. I mostly just put that stuff on Instagram though. Dang, I just can't wait to have a version of this stage at night. Like this theme, because it's called Twilight. Like a night version of it when the moon is out. It's gonna have to happen. Because I'm gonna create that stage with a night, evening, a day, evening, night version. And I'm gonna have a moonlit version of this stage. It's gonna be sick. with this theme. This is one of my favorite characters from that series, but I didn't really like Street Fighter 3 the game like that. Street Fighter 3 is probably my least favorite Street Fighter game. But it has two of my favorite characters from there. You said in Japan there's no subtitles when someone is talking to you. You said you should learn English, man. You should learn English because English is used everywhere. Obviously, everyone here that's in university or anything like that, they know English. So I'm basically trying to say, like, people in the college age of range, like, everybody mostly knows English. But for me, like, I don't need to learn any Japanese right now, and I could be completely fine where I am. But I'm saying I want to learn it because I want to, like, feel not more Japanese, but it's like I feel like I'm respecting that culture by, like, making an effort to learn more about it. And I do love a lot of things from Japan, so it's like I should give it that due respect as well, because it would just be dope to, like, be able to talk to Japanese people in Japanese, you know, about things that I've always loved, being stateside. Have you considered Urian for this, or is he already in? I haven't kept up. Yeah, I got Urian already. Yeah, we got all the characters from Street Fighter Third Strike. But for anyone worried about things like that, it's just a matter of doing this, like what you see right now. No matter what, I gotta do this type of work. And this work, you know, it obviously, like, how long do I spend on it daily? If I'm only putting an hour on this every other day, like, you gotta be realistic with that time. It means, like, I will have to be, I mean, I think people just think that, you know, they get the wrong idea thinking that things happen fast or quick. Because this stuff could take a minute. Especially as you see now, I'm slowing down because I had to be, like, more accurate with going over those lines right there, so as to not mess it up. So I mean, some people like to see this stuff, some people don't really care for it, but this is what I gotta do. And I'm also using this channel to, you know, to try to help me towards making this thing real. So, killing two birds with one stone. Street Fighter 3 got the best intro song. Better than Indestructible. Eventually, I'm gonna make a cool ass freaking like a trailer video with all the Street Fighter 3 characters that I made. Oh, what's up, Snarko? You said at 7 a.m. You said, will I make a Kimberly color? Yeah, I could. I could make a Kimberly color for Guy. I could go crazy and start giving like black colors to all the characters. I mean, anybody could. I just haven't yet, not at this moment. But for some of the characters I have, just because, or you want to create a Hispanic one, whatever. I think that's dope when games allow you to choose natural skin colors. That's dope. But a lot of games you don't get to do that. Like Street Fighter Cross Tekken, you can put any color. No, but the colors in Street Fighter Cross Tekken were wacky. Like the black is literally the black like Balrog from the Street Fighter 2 movie black. It's like that's the only black. Or some super dark brown. Oopsie. Hey, but Strong FS, man, start practicing your English. I'm telling you, man, that will help you out so much. The thing about Japanese is that Japanese is only useful in one place in the world, Japan. And I'm not going to stay in Japan my entire life. Definitely not. Because I got other plans. I just want to travel in general. I told you guys one time I was trying to get Marvel vs. Capcom 2 stages remade in 2D. Wouldn't that be sick? Man, that's just like something that I would like to see someday. Like a pixel art version of some of those environments. Because they were 3D stages. Like CVS 2, same thing. Like 2D versions of those stages would be crazy. So as far as what I would like for stages, that's what I would like. I think it would be cool to have remakes of like stages from these games, but in 2D. Like pixel art versions of those stages. That would be crazy. But that is a whole other project in itself. So that's at least what I would have liked to done. But when I had tried it, I guess the individual didn't really understand literally what I meant, like a 2D version of the stage. So it didn't end up working out. But it's hard. It's hard to like draw this stuff. Not everyone can do it on that level. That's why there's like a few individuals I would trust when it comes to drawing things like that, because you have to really know the source material. But yeah, I did try at one point to get some stages like redone in 2D, and I put money on it, and I mean, it kind of was a waste, kind of not, because I learned from the process, but just what could have been, I guess. Just something that I had tried to push. Because I like, for example, the few stages that I like from this game, from Marvel's Capcom 2, are this ship stage, because that's Ruby, you know? And the swamp stage, that's San. And just those. But I like the swamp mostly because of the theme, though. Damn it. Damn it. Oops. Yeah, English is universal. You can use it anywhere. But yeah, I paid the guy, and then it was just like, I mean, he didn't get it, and there was no way he could get it because he doesn't know. Like, you have to know fighting games. Like, man, like, just to say how much money I've spent, like, hiring people who don't really know, like, this stuff. And they were just not able to do it, like professionals that you paying top dollar for, but they can't do like little simple intricacies because they don't know, like they didn't grow up with these games. They don't know how the animation works or like the emotion that are in a lot of these characters' expressions, and not everyone can do that. It's definitely a skill, but you have to know the source. But I just wanted to put it out there because I think that idea is crazy. That idea, that would be so crazy, man. That would be so sick. Because some stages I would want to see remade, like this one. Like I want Ruby's ship, like a 2D version of it. Like if characters could have like stages, you know. That tells more about their origin. What is this guy saying? I know you can. And you know, I would also like to see. I would like to see a France stage, so I could use feet for on that stage. I haven't listened to that theme in a while. I was blasting that theme when they first showed it. It was worth it though. Best theme in the game. Yeah, okay, I see. Pronunciation. Yeah, I also have to make sure to enunciate as well. People who speak English have trouble with that. So that's fine. I noticed that a lot of people, like, even if your pronunciation is off, they appreciate you making the effort to try to speak it, you know? Because I look at it like when I was in the States and I would hear people who didn't know English, but they would still try and make an effort, even if they had an accent or whatever. That's why I don't think that's funny. Like, I would never make fun of someone for that, unless it's my homie. But, because it is difficult too to just put yourself out there and try. But a lot of people do appreciate that because it's hard. Learning another language is hard. It's just like me speaking Japanese. They can laugh at me or something, you know, and they do. But it's like, you know, in a like a playful kind of funny way, because it's like, oh, you're trying to do it. That's cool as long as you're doing things to, you know, continuously learn. But I was gonna say I thought that, like, I think on this video you could turn on closed captions, but that's why I have to make sure to enunciate so I could catch it right. And then I go in and out of speaking slang and normal. Yeah, you gotta be a chameleon, yeah. I mean, life usually forces you to learn something, figure something out. But man, it's always good for me to hear that you guys are advancing, freaking, whether you're starting school or starting your next year, or some of you starting college, some of you getting a new job. That's the best news, man. That's always the best news. I'm already planning out how, like, what I do is I'd like to think about, because look, I haven't started on this character, right? Um, like as far as animations, hitboxes, or anything, I haven't done anything yet. But already in my mind, I'm already picturing like, because it's like those little clips that I make of combos and the like, whatever. That's like me sharing, like, oh, I made some progress on this. I'm showing it, right? So in my mind, I'm already thinking about what combo I'm gonna do with these characters' movesets before I've even started it. So that's another thing that hypes me up to do this, because I'm thinking about, man, like, what am I gonna do first, like moveset wise, you know? And I could tell you right now, like, what I'm thinking about. Like, first thing I'm gonna do, of course, is do a running, jumping heavy kick, right? Then she's gonna land and do one of her target combos. I could keep going, but you know, I have to charge you. But that's kind of the gist of it. So I motivate myself with like the other fun things I'll be able to do. after I do this. Because I could do it before. I could just give into it and just do it before. But then it's like, I'm never gonna do this because, you know, this is not the fun part. So I do the less fun part to really motivate me when I actually get to do like the working on the actual character. Cause man, I really don't get a lot of time to appreciate like the end result of this stuff. Like man, this stuff be looking crazy. Like literally, like this shit, like as far as 2D goes, man, this stuff be looking beautiful. That's why it's like I want to see it when it's fully cooked. I want to play with it like when it's in the tip-top condition. Because all of this stuff is literally like my toys. I'll just be playing with it, creating fighting games. You said, and those words sound very similar, like can, can't, thought, thaw. How the hell can I know what word to use in one fast speech? Yeah. Yeah, but you know, because everyone speaks differently. That's what I'm saying. I feel like that's in Spanish too, man. Because my wife is telling me that, like, I mean, well, just in general, me as a non-Spanish person, like, I know there's Portuguese, Brazilian. There's like different Brazilian Spanish, right? Like, I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to explain that I don't know, but I thought I've seen that there's like different kinds of Spanish too. Like I know Portuguese, but I think that there's a Brazilian Latin, like a different language. That's like I don't know what it's called. That's what I'm just saying, Brazilian Latin. Have I traveled to any other country besides Japan? Nah, this is my first time overseas. I was supposed to go to Poland, but ended up coming here instead. Man, this song is my jam, man. Dang. Whenever I hear this, I'm telling you, I'm just like, I'll just be back in those days. And I really want to see the sequel to this game. Neo Geo Battle Coliseum for anyone who hasn't played it. Just freaking running Kaede and Moria, freaking Hanzo and Fuma, Rock and Terry. Or if I create my mixed team, Rock and Kaede. Man, Kaede needs to be in KOF 15, man. That's what, you know, if they really want to surprise us, that would be a shocker. But Hanzo, Kaede, Guy, and Hayate in there. That's the lineup. If you don't know those games, man, get on Fightcade. Do you use any color balance when painting sprites, like the triangle diagram that shows what colors mix each other well? No, right now I just separating each thing so it can be its own element. So that when I change colors, you know, I'm not sure where you've come in from on this channel, but I'm separating each thing to be its own color first. And then that's it. Let me see if I have one sprite. I think I did like one sprite. Oh, it's not on this one. Oh dang, I messed up this right here. Let me finish that. Now, but like I said, I just do it simple like this. But the thing with this character that makes it easier is that everything is separated by something already. Look at that. I can make a separation to where the back of the foot is like its own thing if I was gonna be like that ridiculous about it. Because look, like there's the foot, front of the foot, then there's the foot guard, then there's the back of the foot, then this goes up here, then there's this little section here before the pants and the pockets and in between the arms, and so hers is not going to be as difficult as some characters, but she's going to have a lot more though because of that. She has all those sections like that. But I would say, man, I'm about to make some cool ass costumes. Because this is the ninja character. Hello. She already has a mask. But this song is from Neo Geo Battle Coliseum. It's called Last Resort, if that's what you were asking me about. You said, yeah, it is in many languages. I suppose you understand it by how it is structured with the speech and not how it sounds, yeah. What character would you want have an in-game transformation? Hey, we got so many in-game transformations already. Look at it this way. Any character that has had that in a game, they have it here. So look at it like Ryu Denjin or Ryu Chains to Evil Ryu, because he could do that in Marvel vs. Capcom. I just like retooled it. Iori, Orochi Iori, freaking Chris, Orochi Chris, Yashiro, like all of them. So the thing with like Chris is the only one who could do that in a game, but I gave it to Shermie and Yashiro as well, because if he could do it, why couldn't they? I just use that type of logic, like, oh, they could do that, why couldn't they? So all those characters that have an alternate form, for the most part, they could change it to it. Man, I think in-game transformations are freaking cool. And I'm coming from playing Budokai, like charging up your ki. Like, if you really played Dragon Ball Z games, like if you really were one of those people who really got into it, where you would only transform like when you needed to, like even if you had the key to just charge up and go to the max form, like charge up, Budokai 3, go to Super Saiyan 4 right away. But no, you don't have to do that. You slowly build up into the form as the fight gets more difficult. And then you transform Super Saiyan 4 if you have to. That's how it was with those games. And I am like, I'm just trying to say, like, that's like, I be like fully into the fantasy of it. Just thinking about like, man, wouldn't it be cool if, hell yeah, it would be cool. Let's do that. And I'm gonna do it. That's what I do. That's literally like my secret, the secret, if it is one, right? Just like think, wouldn't it be cool? That's why you guys always should have your imagination open for things like that. Like see beyond face value. See what it has the potential to be, not what it is. Boy, I cannot wait till this is done. Let me tell you. And you know who we're also freaking dreading as we make little advancements on them every once in a while? Freaking Jeddah, man. We need to get on that though. We're getting on Jeddah, Lilith, and some others, but like Darkstalkers characters, man. Oh yeah, freaking man. We started Donovan too. I don't even want to look at it. So when I think about stuff like that, I'm like, damn, it's kind of easy. If I thinking of freaking Jeddah, like that shit's gonna take forever. My God. But of course I'm gonna do it. But I still like to, be dramatic about it. Be like, man. Cause damn, I took too big a swipe there. But yeah, I just be telling you guys, man, we be putting in work though. Shout out to the guys. Yeah, man, it is cool. Like, cause the thing that's crazy about it. Cause look at it like a Dragon Ball Z game, right? They have that. But it depends on the game. But when you transform, obviously Tenkaichi, you get different animations for your character and everything. But it's not like a different move set. But here it's like you're using Ryu and all the tools that Ryu has. But at the same time, you could sacrifice something to turn into Eva Ryu, and Eva Ryu is Echo Fighter-esque, but that's not the way I did it. So he's like, you're playing as two characters in one. I just think that's so sick, and you have the ability to mix up your moveset and all of those things like that. It just unlock more potential, basically. So it's like unlock potential, the mechanic, and I seen they're doing this in Tekken 8. They're doing that in Tekken 8, which is crazy. That's so sick. That's so dope. That is such an awesome thing, I think too. But as I said, because I had that Dragon Ball Z background, like I've always been crazy about transformations. Like I go crazy for transformations, man. That's why Ken could turn into Violent Ken and things like that. I also was inspired by Kaede being able to transform in Last Blade, the game. If anyone hasn't played the first Last Blade, man, go play that game. You are missing out. And they got a new rollback update on the Last Blade 2 on Steam as well. I had to do that little shout out, but that game is dope, and you can do it in game like that. But it costs him health to do it. Like he loses health when he transforms. But I thought that was dope because they ended up taking it out in the second game, which is whack. So he can't transform. Even though you could pick the old version of him in Last Blade 2, he can't transform, which is lame. Because I thought that was such a cool thing for them to do. And then they wouldn't do that same thing until later again with Chris. How you could use Chris for people who are more SNK centric. You could use Chris and then transform into Orochi Chris, and he had a completely different moveset. That's crazy. Like, that's dope. Like, little stuff like that is just... That's not in the SNK game right now. I can tell you that. It's just, it is what it is right now. But, like, that stuff was peak. So, yeah, man. Of course, I had to integrate something like that. Yes, and I love talking about that because I love transformations, man. Transformations are everything. You said, yep, Budokai was one of the only games I ever seen with that. Yep, maybe a couple Naruto games, yeah. Man, I played all of those games. I think that imagination separates creative people and consumers. Yeah, it can. Man. But it is so fun to have an imagination. That's what I'm trying to get people to see. Because it's not what I could do. What I could do is only what I could do. Like, man, imagine if someone could go even further than this. Because I still am a beginner at this stuff. Like, I'm learning about it every time I use it. Because not a lot of people understand that Eichmann is new. Like, as they're working on it, they're learning about it. And then we're using it for the first time. Like, I don't know how to do any of this stuff. Like, I got to learn how as well. So... You gotta appreciate the process, man. But yeah, man, imagination is everything. Cause I used to always say like, did games really change or did we just become more jaded? I mean, in some aspects, it's a little bit of both because we are extremely jaded, based on everything that life has thrown us. So I feel like a lot of the times we can't appreciate a lot of things that games bring to the table, like the games where they do things right. It's just that what's done right is not really focused, because that's not really gonna make headlines. That's all the negative stuff. Because people are gonna prey off you being angry. I'm telling you. But aside from that, yeah, like because Street Fighter 6 did a lot of things that I think are dope. Like the whole world tour mode, that's definitely a plus. The story mode itself is trash. Excuse me, I did not say that. Of course, but it's like, damn, what can we come to expect from Street Fighter, man? The arcade indies were cool, but I'm just talking about as far as continuing the story and all of that, it was trash. But like I said, it did do some things good. I'm not gonna focus on only the negative. I'm a big lore whore, so I care. Like, man, they still didn't advance nothing or whatever. They barely touched on whatever, this or that. Things happening off screen, that type of BS. But the world tour mode, the extra battle, I wish they could add more to that. Hopefully they continue to add more to that, because I think that's cool. It would have been cool if they would have organized more community events using the extra mode stuff. I would say something to add. That could have been dope. Like do more community events, like avatar battles. Like they let me put you guys on a little bit. They are doing Battle Hub battles now. So if you guys want to come and play with some of your favorite, Capcom peeps that streamers, whatever, FGC personalities, they be over there too. I'll have to keep you guys on deck with that, because it's different for me being over here. So the whole time zone thing be killing me, because I gotta be up like super early because it's a night over there, so it's the opposite for me. But I'm definitely gonna try to get into that more though. So I think that would be good, more things like that. But as I was saying, the extra modes are cool. The world tour mode, which is kind of endless, because there's like they're continuing to add more to it. So I know a lot of people didn't even try it, or maybe they don't care for it, but it's still moving in the right direction as far as content goes, because the mode is seemingly endless. But I wish they would have done some more stuff, like add co-op for the extra modes, like a scramble battle type of mode, where it's every character, like Street Fighter Cross Tekken had that scramble battle. Man, that game was fun. Like that mode was so freaking fun. Cause it's like not everything has to be competitive. Oh, I'm trying to go to Evo. Like damn, like some dumb fun modes are also appreciated. But yeah, that scramble battle, cause it's already there with the master system. It's already in the game. They just need to make a mode out of it, and being able to play co-op. Like instead of the master, it's you and a friend. You know what I'm saying? Like that would be crazy. And to make the final fight-esque beat 'em up stuff like that its own mode as well, that you could just play at any time, like at the ready, whenever you want, without having to run around the hub world or anything like that. Just from the main menu, being able to start in that beat 'em up mode, that would be dope. So like stuff like that, man, I think it's kind of worth for them to just not put as much into the story, because they put everything into the gameplay. And whether you like that or not is not the topic of discussion. So, I mean, Street Fighter 6 is cool, man. I'm just saying, I don't be hating on nothing, but you gotta appreciate like the good as well, even if it necessarily doesn't affect you because you only play online or whatever. As far as everyone else, like it's getting more people into the game, which is of course the best that anyone could ever ask for. How some characters can change stances, yeah, man, that is dope. Well, you said the special thing about CS is you can reference other characters. Yeah, you can. Man, yeah, I know. I like, cause I'm always in go mode. Like, I'm not really ever stopping. Okay, I don't ever like okay, so it's like I'm working on a character and then boom, right to the next one. There's no breaks for me really. I mean, if I want to be consistent and keep on going, because that's just gonna create like a huge thing, like an obstacle, and get me stuck. So I just try to keep on going. But I still gotta finish this one. And like I said, like you were saying, like so many costume references and everything. Let me try to create a color right now that I was thinking about. Okay, so and then I want to explain it as I do it. But yes, man, you could create so many references, and I like to create what ifs. So right, so in Dragon Ball Z Burning Blast, I'm gonna hit you with more anime stuff. In Dragon Ball Z Burning Blast, there was like a what if mode. So there was like a essentially like a story type of mode, but it was a bunch of what ifs. Like what if like Ken went evil or whatever, like that type of thing. But it was in the game. This is not Mugen or anything. This is like an official game that had what if scenarios where you could play like Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, what if, like that is crazy. Like I'm like so about that. Creating like what if, like I did what if Yuri was older? What if Sakura was older? Whatever, you know, like we gave Ryu the beard or whatever. Things like that you could do with this. That's insane. I just think that's so sick, and so that's why it's so worth it. Like a lot of the times it could feel like it's not. But it is though. Like it is sick what you can actually do. But excuse me, let me just try to make this color right now. So I want to make like a elder looking Makoto here. But I'm gonna use a base of one that I already had. I'm gonna use this. Dang, okay, so this should be the other way. Let me see first how I want to do this. I want it to look like you know, like Geese, how he poses his top on the side. I want it to look like that. But I don't know about black though, man. Another color. Oh, I know. Let me get that vice. There we go. And I like to do different eye colors too. Get that. Make it blue energy. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna have to get back to it though, but I was trying to just like create a new custom default, you know? But I would like to work on these colors a bit more though. But I need to be completely focused while doing that. I need to stick to what I was doing. It's so easy to get distracted, man. I'm telling you, I get pulled away by things like that all the time. Like, let me go change this or that. Like, man. I've made a lot of progress on the pants though. That's what I'm trying to get done today, the pants. You see, I've already got the skin already. I did that on one of the earlier streams. And then I got the, the bands, all the different types of bands that she has. But I'm going to do the pants and then I'm going to do the top because all of these are different. They're all using different colors. That's why if I would have tried to go over this like this, well, some of it is the same, some of it is not. It's just that they have different light sources that, yeah, see, like it's not meshing with the colors I have right now because it's removing too much detail. Yeah, she's losing too much detail, so that's why I had to do it separately. Because CPS3 sprites use all of these colors and they're different. What's here at the top on the hat is different. What's here, even though they're the same, similar shades and everything. The color count is up there. Reducing color count though, like me, the whole purpose of doing NECS period, in addition to making cool ass costumes and everything, this is helping us blend our aesthetic, right? This is how we're creating an aesthetic by having one look be unified between everyone. We can't just do this for one character and leave the rest out. They all have to have this same thing. But because of it, this is why I'm using Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter Alpha sprites and everything, and it looks like you're not even, like, you can notice the difference obviously if you really pay attention to it, but it's blending in, like it's working. So it's like this is putting that spell on your eyes, right? So you could tell, but you can't really tell if you really get into it. What's up, the Alpha Ozaru? You said, I love what you're doing with this project. I can't wait the day when I can play it. Keep up the awesome work. Hey, appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, the Stone Girl? Yeah, I'll try to do that. Alright, I'll see you later, man. Thank you. Yes, it is, man. Eichmann is doing good, and it's only in its infancy. The only way to get something done is to try it and see if it works. That's why anyone who always is asking me something, I'm just gonna tell you, like, hey, if you gotta try and see if it works, and then that's how we're gonna know it works. Because, you're only gonna learn from experience. It's not that anyone is withholding anything. Most of us don't know either. You're not gonna know if it's possible unless you try. But that's the fun of it, man. Some people get frustrated at that, but that just means that there's so much to explore because there's so much stuff that's unknown. Woo! I'm getting in there. You said, what do I think the community can do? The thing is, man, there's too many people sitting around waiting for someone else to do it. And you guys need to see that. There's not a lot of creators in the first place. There's not a lot of people who are interested in making anything. I'm talking about, like, of course you could use these things to use it, but if you don't plan to create like a game or something, then it's not really going to be useful to you. And the thing with that is that most people who are using Mugen and stuff, they're not trying to make games. They're just trying to create a compilation most times. Like, let's just be real with it. So it's like, do they really need to? It's more so for people who are serious about making games, having an alternative. Something like, if they use, let's say that they used Mugen sometime earlier in their life and they remember that, they could keep those skills and all that time they invested and apply it here still. So it's like, it has its advantages, right? If you're already familiar with it. But yeah, there's like not a lot of people doing stuff, so and that's just because, I mean, the unfortunate truth is that, man, people got bullied out of this like a clique. Like, it was really like that. Because people in fighting games is just like, you know, it's not the best mix. I think that you guys should pay attention to all the cool stuff that is already out on it though. There's a lot of cool projects and games already that you can enjoy today. So I think it's just like to see, so you, the individual that is interested, can see its potential. Of course, it would be cool to get more people into it, but just realistically, there's not much to show for it, you know what I mean? There's not a lot of projects that are being made on it and things like that, and not a lot of people using it like that, or not using it for anything serious. So you need something serious to get people's attention and eyes on it, right? There's just not a lot of stuff like that. And then you got to show people like what can be done. But there's like there's like a lot of alternatives out there. It's just one other alternative. I would love to see, let me put something. I would love to see, man, you know what I would love to see? I would love to see a remade Marvel superheroes or a new Marvel vs. Capcom. Because just look at all the assets that are available right now that people created and everything that's just sitting around collecting dust. That could be made, like, if someone were actually trying to be official with it, damn, it would just be crazy. Like, I want to see a new Marvel superheroes, a new Marvel vs. Capcom 2, like like a true remake of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I think only that community could do that. I don't think anyone else can do that to that level, but you know, it's just not something that's realistically gonna happen yet. But hey, maybe I can inspire someone to do that someday. Who knows? But I'm like down to fight for it though, even if it's just, you know, not much chance. But not just things that I want to see, just people making games in general would be sick. And then having free resources. Because making games is not free. I'm talking about like original IP stuff and everything. So it's like dope to have another cool free resource out there for people who maybe they don't know they're into gaming like until they actually try to make something. Like people haven't had a chance or an opportunity to explore their creativity yet. And this stuff grants you that, you know? So it's dope to look at it like that as well. Dang, getting in it. Move like butter. Caress your mother. Enjoy the moment. Won't last forever. You said there's Eichmann stage, but there's stage transitions. Yeah, that's a new feature in there. But that's like kind of what I'm saying. Like you have to care about that you can do that, you know? It's like in Eichmann, you could do all these cool things, right? But if people don't know about that stuff, then it's not gonna make a difference. Because they're not gonna implement that anyways if they don't know about it. You have to have lived through this arcade era of fighting games. I think that's really for the people who gone to arcades, you know, like coming ready with coins or just being there for hours, like that type of thing. Like you gotta know these games to care about that stuff because that's literally what it is. It's like a reconnaissance of bringing all of that back, all of that stuff that we had in arcade machines and everything. Because this thing, it has a cabinet mode. So eventually, I'm gonna make a cabinet of it. Cause it got the coin enter mode and everything already. But it's like catered to people from that era who care about like 90s Capcom. It's for those people. Like if you know about that stuff and you realize we could do all of that, you're gonna go crazy. But not a lot of people know about it. So it's like, hey, you need projects like these to, you know, get the word out. Like, hey, what's this? Oh, is it Mugen? Actually, no, it's not. It's something with, you know, it's a lot more limitless than Mugen, which is limitless. Like, oh man. For people who are knowledgeable about fighting games, man, yeah, you could go crazy. God dang it. The freaking mouse got moved off the screen. Where was I? Damn, I made a lot of progress on this. Good, so maybe if I continuously do this like an hour or so every other day, I'll get it done. So that's my goal. Hey, you gotta get in there. Hey. It's just a shame that Eichmann came too late. People already have moved on by then. And it may not seem like it, but people who really, I'll just say, are passionate about fighting games can be pretty gatekeepy. So you know, also what we'll be able to do, the freaking Ibuki and Rolento. Even though I never used that team. I was talking about that in Discord, I believe. But yeah, Ibuki and Rolento. That is such an odd pair. Oh, dang it. Oops. Man. Go watch all Ibuki moveless videos. Go watch her Omega moveset. Because that's what I'm going to be looking into. You know, I forget that she was in Pocket Fighter sometimes. Man, hold up. Mm. I had to take a time out. But damn, I was just going at it. Man. Yeah, I just want to finish this. I just don't like that. Have to do it. Hey, I am getting close. Man, the most beautiful version of this character is in the making. Oops. In go mode. Damn. Yes, I am at the end. Should be. Another 1K space later. Oh damn, I am almost at the end. Buster Groove. My goodness. Some I'm gonna have to redo. But I think that's it. For this first pass. Well, not first pass, but as far as the clothes go. Alright, so now even this dude getting an update. Hey, I just gotta see. That's so that's the last thing. It's one of them. For these last ones, I gotta start over. Yeah, this doesn't need that much, that extra. But I'm gonna just leave it. It's important to keep that shade that's on the legs because it's the hair. The hair is casting a shadow. And I want to keep that detail. But I'm gonna go over this many times anyways to correct any errors. That should be it. Oh dang. Missing some sprites. Well, I'll add them later. Alright, that's it. That's what I'm gonna do for today. Made a little progress. Thanks for sticking around and watching this. I did it. That's it for the pins. On to the next item.